Welcome to another session on SAP product costing. Today we will understand about Material Master. Okay, Material Master is one of the most comprehensive, important, widest uh, master data in SAP. Okay, no other master data has so many attributes as Material Master. In fact, there are separate views in which through which different departments, right, or within the organization accesses the material. For example, the purchasing group has a separate view where they maintain their set of attributes like which is the purchasing group, etc. Then the production department has different views like MRP3, MRP4, where they maintain the production version for the associated material. Accounting has their own view. They maintain whether it is a standard price, what is the valuation class, so that the valuation class linked to GL accounts can get booked for this particular material, whether is this a moving average price, whether there is a mixed costing involved, whether there is a split valuation, etc. Again, costing also has a different tab. Again, plant storage location department has a separate view. So this way, let me just show you in the next picture. So as you can see, there are various views. We call it views. Once I show in the material master, you will be able to understand what a view is. But for this particular slide here, you please understand it as a set of attributes for a particular functional unit, right? So basic data is common. Purchasing department has certain attributes, so they wanted a separate view through which they enter the necessary attributes against that specific material. Plant data has certain attributes. Sales department has an attribute as to whether which distribution channel this particular material will be sold, which division does this product get sold, which sales organization is responsible for selling this particular material. MRP view has four different views. The 1 and 2 is more inclined towards purchasing, etc. The 3 and 4 are more inclined towards the production based view. Then I have explained you about the accounting view, then there is storage location view, then there is costing view, then there are few other views like work scheduling, etc. Those are miscellaneous ones, but the main ones I have captured it here. So we will now go to the SAP system, okay, and we will try to create few materials. But before that, I wanted to tell you that I created a dummy material, just a test material, and I faced a couple of issues which I thought I can share it with you. So the first issue that I faced is that the cost component structure is no no first error that I faced is that FCMLH startup is not yet initiated. So when you get that error, go to SE38, it's a program executor, ABAP editor, okay, it's FCMLH4H, right? Was it 4H? Yeah, it is 4H underscore startup, yeah. Please execute this program, okay. Execute this program, let's say display, no, execute, okay. Run it for your particular plant, okay. I have run it only for BB10. I have not run it for BB20 because when this error again surfaces, I wanted to show you that, see, this is the error, so we have to initiate this particular program. So I have run it only for one plant, okay. Now I'll run it for another plant. When I face the error, you will get to see the error and then I will fix it. Then the other issue that I face is that the cost component structure is not active for 1/1/2020, previous year 12/23. That is December 2023, it's not active. So what I did was that I went to the cost component structure OKTZ. Okay. Now you see B1, go to the organization unit. Now can you see here B1, previously it was enabled from 1/1/2024 like the others, but it gave me an issue. So what I did, I deleted that particular assignment, saved it, recreated it, but starting from 1/12/2023, because that was one of the demand of that particular error that showed, right? Because our OKTZ, we started from this year, it has to be activated for previous year 12/2023, right? So I have done these two settings and then I went on to create a material, it got activated, fine. So now we will create new material slash n mm01. Okay, let me go to PowerPoint and just build a small scenario, duplicate slide. So what we will be doing is we will create two raw materials. So I have a raw material here. Okay, I'll take this. So the scenario we will be doing is we will create two raw materials. Okay, I'll call it raw material 1. Okay, and then raw material 2. Then I'll make a semi-finished good. So I'll say a semi-finished good, semi-finished good. Okay. Okay. So these two I'll make it in white background with black font. So raw materials are in white background. Okay. Then reduce it to 14. Okay. Semi-finished good. Okay. Then using this semi-finished good, I'll create a finished good. I'll create a finished good. But I will add some packing material. I'll add some packing material. I'll add a raw material 3. Okay, I'm not going to define the bill of material now. Okay, please do not get confused. So RM3, and then I will add a little bit of packing material. Okay, so packing material I'll give it a different color so that we have a clear indication. So I have packing material. So these three combine, and then I add it to make it a finished good. Make it to I add it to get a finished good. Okay. Okay, there you go. I'll not eat away a lot of time in this PowerPoint. Okay, so that's not the intent, but I'll create only the raw materials. Okay, main shape fill. I'll just make it white. So these three together make the finished good. All right, and then these two here make the semi-finished good. Okay, I'll make it 12. Okay, 12 or a bit more. Okay. So I'll make it 12. That's better. So I'll make it 8. So there you go, 8. So these two raw materials, I'll reduce it here. Okay, so raw material 1, raw material 2. Okay, so I'm going to maintain these two. I'm not doing the bill of material now. Bill of material will be covered in a different session. Okay, I am now going to create these material, and this will be the structure of our finished good. So we'll take two raw materials and make a semi-finished good. That semi-finished good I will add with another raw material 3 with packing material and make a finished good. Fair enough. So let's go into the system. Okay, so I have told you about the two errors which I faced, which you may also face, and you can do whatever I have done. MM01 is the transaction to create a raw material. In the MM configurations, I explained you MM and FI integration. I explained you material is always created in reference to a material type and plant. So let's say I will now create BB10. I start with the plant BB10. So RM underscore 001. All right, BB10. Let's say this is a mechanical engineering concerned product. Industry is this one. Material type is ROH. ROH stands for raw materials. Okay. Now when I selected it, few views got selected. Remember I spoke about views. These are all views where respective functional departments maintain their attribute. For a raw material, I don't intend to sell, so I am not going to select a sales organization, right? I'm not maintaining sales. But for SFG and FG, I will maintain it. So I'm not going to do international trade. I'm not doing import or purchase order text, but I'll maintain MRP 1 and 2 view. And then if you scroll down, I'm not even maintaining general plant data storage, but if you want, you can say which storage you will maintain it. Okay. Then if you have warehouse management, you can select warehouse management. If you have quality management, for example, what kind of inspection they should carry out, etc., you can maintain it here. Okay. And then you have accounting 1, accounting 2, costing 1, costing 2. We will select these 4 in all the cases. If I want all these options to be selected every time in a material, I will save this kind of view selection as my default settings, and I'll go here. Now if you see, by default BB10 has been selected. That is because I entered BB10 and made it default setting. Let me remove this here. Okay, this is how the screen would be. Now I'll select the plant in which I want to create. I want to create this in BB10, right? And storage location is BB10, right? Now I will save this as my default setting. Okay, so every time I create a plant, this will be my default setting. Say okay. Okay, so it asks for a description. I will say, I'll give the same technical name as the description. Okay, and then I will, in bracket, I will say 3S, indicating it is price determination is 3 and price control is standard. Unit of measure, you can give it in kg, liters, etc. I will give it each. Okay, material group, if you recollect, we have created B100 as the leather group. That's it. So now once I click enter, it goes to the second view. Okay, in this basic view, you have other informations which you can maintain. For example, I can maintain as 0.250 is the gross weight and 0.240 is the net weight. Unit of weight is in kg, so I can maintain these informations. When I click enter, it comes by default to the next selected view. So you have your basic data too, right? Basic material, DG indicator, segment structure, etc., document, page number, etc. I have nothing to fill here. So again, when I enter, it will not go to classification because I did not select this view, right? So I'll come back to slash enter. When I click enter, it goes directly to the purchasing view. See, it has skipped all these things, all these other views, sales org view, sales org 2, because I'm not planning to sell the raw material, right? So EA purchasing group, if I believe we have B10. Okay, B10 is our purchasing group, so I have maintained B10. Material standard, if you want to maintain, you can say that we can use this material 03. It's not a design material. Okay, so these here GR processing time, how many days it takes to process a GR, goods received, you can give the number of days. Then this material is valid from so and so date, you can say, you can set the validity and few other aspects which I am not going to do. Now when I click enter, it will not go to international trade import. See enter, so it directly comes to MRP1 because I did not select these views at the time of creation, right? So now in MRP1 view, I have to find the MRP type, whether planning is required. I will say no planning, or you can say replenishment planning is required. You can simply give RP, right? You can give lot size. Do you buy in 5-6 pieces or do you buy in lot sizes of thousands or hundreds? So I will say EX. Okay, EX stands for lot to lot procedure. See, lot to lot order quantity. Okay, that's it. What is the maximum lot size you will buy? So will you buy in the scale of 10,000 every time? For example, let's say you buy nails or screws or nuts, bolts. You will not buy 5 bolts or 10 bolts, right? You will rather buy in units of hundreds or thousands, etc., right? So that's what the minimum lot size, maximum lot size you enter here. But during the production also, this lot size plays an important role. For now, I am not selecting anything. I have given here, and then if MRP group is there, you can give MRP group, but I don't have an MRP group. I click enter, I come to MRP2. Is there any special procurement, right? Special procurement is whether it is for a consignment order, external procurement, subcontracting. Just ignore this. Look at this F here. What does this F mean? F means that this is an external procurement. It is always an external procurement. So raw materials are always determined as F external procurement because you don't make raw materials inside, but it is a possibility that raw materials are also made inside. For example, in the steel plant project that I was working, the coke and other charcoal etc. were being mined by the same company. So there is a possibility that the raw materials are also being done by them. Now let's say MRF manufactures vehicles, right? But they, let's say they have this rubber factory where they make the tires. So the tire can be right internally procured. So you can select X, which means both internal in-house production as well as external procurement. Okay. Special procurement I have done. All these things are done. Safety stock is not required. Where do you produce and store them? So I am not giving any information because I am not going to produce them now. So it asks for planned delivery days. I am not giving any delivery days now. Now here it directly comes to plant data storage. Where will you store them? What are the temperature conditions under which you will store? What is the storage bin number? What, in how many units you will issue? Will you issue in each or whatever it is? Which is the picking area? Where will the goods get picked from after production, etc.? You will maintain storage conditions if you want to maintain. We are not going to maintain any of these conditions. Probably the plant maintenance people may have certain conditions which they want to do. Plant data storage, I have mentioned here about the weight. This one field which is mandatory here, it is profit center. So BB10 PC01 I will give here. BB10 PC01 profit center I will give here. Then say enter. That's all. Now accounting tab is very important because this is where we will maintain the valuation class, division, etc. If you recollect, I said K1, I will use the existing division. I will not create new divisions. Valuation class, if you recollect, it is B10 for raw materials. B10 is for raw materials. I will show it to you. So if you see, B10 is for raw materials. Okay, B10 is done. Okay. And then if you select another valuation class, it will not help you because you have assigned to the chart of accounts in relation to B10 your accounts. So if you choose some other raw material type valuation class, it will not help you because that chart of accounts will be assigned to some other legal entity, right? So now I will give the price as 400. Okay. When I click enter, it will convert to the group currency as well as hard currency. So can any of you guess why we are getting the three currencies here? Company code currency, group currency, hard currency. This particular section here is material ledger section. This particular section is material ledger section. Let me show you this. Okay. See, this is ledger. It is also called ledger. Sorry about my diagram. So ledger, currency, currency view. These three are ledger, material ledger based. In material ledger OMX2 or OMX3, you maintain all of these. Let me just open in another screen and show it to you. I think it is OMX3. Yeah, in OMX3, no, OMX2, I will show you the maintenance. OMX2, first I will show you in OMX2. You can see in OMX2, okay, you have maintained a profile to which you have assigned these three currencies, 10, 30, 40, right? You have assigned 10, 30, 40. Now this material ledger B100 was assigned to your plant. That is in OMX3 / in OMX3. So if you search for your plants for BB10 and 20, see, look at that, you have assigned this profile, right? Now because I have assigned this profile to this BB10, and now that I am creating this material in reference to this BB10 plant, these three currencies have come here. Or I am only doing valuation view as legal view because multi-valuation we will be studying in the advanced module, advanced course. So we have here 400, 5 and 4.44. and 4.444 is the legal currency. So all these three currencies which are in FI, I have adopted it for ML also, right? This is very very important. The future price etc. I will show you later. I think I showed you in one of the classes topics. So I'll press enter. If you want to maintain tax prices here, you can maintain tax prices here. Then go to costing tab. In costing tab, I'll just select the material origin. There is no overheads which I am going to book on what you call raw materials. But let's say by standard you wanted to create for inward freight, inward insurance, right? When you get materials, you insure them. So you wanted to give a overhead group. Let's say for imports, the overheads are higher because you have custom charges, clearing house agent charges, and duties, etc. So you can calculate an average overhead and say my 3% on the material cost is always my overhead, and you can apply it and inventorize that cost. So that is possible in the overhead, but I am not doing that. Okay, I'll do the overhead costing only for semi-finished goods and finished goods. So here I have plant specific matter. Okay, fine. BB10 is the profit center. So again, validity I am not setting. So by default, it will be valid from today's date. If you want to say that it is valid from 1st August, you can do that. So 1 8 2024. Okay, say enter. So validity date is in the past, which is fine. And now these prices only during the estimate it comes. The standard price you have entered, it has come here 400. See, you can see a standard price for period August is 400. So now enter. So it will now go back to MRP3 view. Okay, though I have not selected, this availability check has been set as mandatory in the backend. So I'll say either I'll say KP no check. Okay, I'll say do not check. At the time of production, ideally, if I am producing 100 cars, I need 500 tires. It has to go back and check how many tires are there in the plant. But I am saying availability no check. Enter. Okay, just click on save. See, BB10 RM001 is created. BB10 RM001 is created. Now using BB10 RM001, I will now create RM001. Using this as a reference, okay, I will now create BBRM2. Okay, RM2 I will create it as a moving average price. Everything will remain same, but I will create it as a moving average price. So it's the same plant, same storage location. Okay, here I am not going to change anything. It's going to be the same BB100. Then basic data 2, I'm not changing anything. Purchasing group I have to give as B10. Material status, if you want ready to use, okay, you can set the valid from here 1 8 2024. Okay, say enter. Okay, MRP type is ND. Okay, okay, and lot size is EX. Say enter. Now here procurement type is so and so. F, which means external procurement. I'm not giving any settings here. Say enter. Now here plant data storage here, did I give any conditions earlier? No, I did not give picking area etc. Just say enter. So now here I have to give the profit center. I'll give the profit center BB10 PC01. Say enter. In accounting, I wanted to change the price determination. I want to make it moving average, right? So I'll say this 2. I'll set it to 2. And then here I will set it to V. Okay, which means this is moving average, but the material belongs to B10. Okay, in the description I will give it as 2V. 2V is moving average. 2V is moving average price, MAP. Okay, enter. You are given the profit center, you want the material origin, then say okay. Again, no overheads here. See here it is moving average, right? Say Yes, so it will ask for this availability check, say KP, no check, and save. You now have created two raw materials. Now I will create a third material, but this time I will use standard price with 2. Okay. What is standard price with 2 is that I have shown you moving average price, then I have shown you standard price with 3. Let me show you for packing material. Okay, in packing material also I will show you. So before that I will set the update the stock in OMS2. I am opening a new screen with /o, then I am using the T code OMS2. Okay, go to the material type work, which is packing. Okay, usually we don't update the stock for miscellaneous packing material, but here I am doing that for you. I'll update the material stock position. Our plant is BB10. So you have BB10 here. I'm saying update the stock and update the value, which is not required, but nevertheless I'm doing this. Say enter, save. So this session is not required. I can close this session now. Okay. Now let me create a third material, which is again a raw material. So I'll create raw material 3. Okay. This is with 2s. Okay. The setting I'll create is price determination is 2 and S. So I'll go here, select the plant, those views, material. Oh, I'm sorry. I should change it to material 3. My bad. So I should make it material 3 is my new material 3. So I'm going to maintain material 3. Okay. So the description I'll give it here as 2S. 2S. 2S is standard price, but what do you call, price determination is 2. Price that is 2. So I will show you, without many understand what this 2S is. 2S is where consumables and small miscellaneous item where I want to track the price difference, but I don't want to take this price difference to balance sheet as part of the costing run. That is where you will use 2S. So now division is same thing, each K1 B100. Okay. Now basic material. Okay, done. Purchasing group is B10. Done. Then MRP type is ND. Okay. Then lot size is EX. Say enter. Special procurement backflush. I'm not giving any of these backflushes because I wanted to show you how a goods issue works. So say enter. Now here storage bin temperature conditions are given. Then negative stocks. Then so if you look at the profit center, BB10 PC01. Okay, here I will not give 400 as cost, I'll rather give 40 as the cost. Enter. So if the currency is not converted, you click on this USD and euro. That's it. The material valuation class is again B10. Right? So, but here I said the price determination, I will give it as 2. When it comes to 2, I can select both price control as S as well as V, right? In 2S, what it does is it determines the price difference and books into a separate account, but during the month end, these will not get transferred to the inventory account. Say OK, give material origin, say OK, then B10, valuation class, everything is fine. It will ask me the availability check, say KP, okay. And now this is, I am going to save this. Done. Now let's create packing material. I'll create a packing material. PKG underscore 001 packing material. Packing material comes under the type verb. Okay, so here I am giving the same plant. Now here I will give the description as the same thing as my technical name. Okay, so or else I will just say packing material BB10 packing material. right? Here again I will say 2s. I want to track the variance, but I wanted to, I'll put it as moving average. It is better that it is moving average. 2v for packing material. Okay, let it directly get inventorized. Okay, say enter. So I come to basic data 2. Now purchasing, I come to purchasing group bb10. Say okay. MRP type is ND. Lot size EX. Okay, say enter. Okay, special procurement and backflush. Okay, in-house production, I'm not going to do any of this setting, but I will do it later and I will show it to you how to use these features. Okay, say okay. So plan data storage, again I'm not entering any parameters. Okay, by enabling them, tomorrow I can change it. I can go to mm02 and update the respective attributes or needed attributes. I have to select the Profit Center VB10 PC01. Say OK. Okay. Now 400. I will give this packing material as again something around 20. 20 will be my packing cost. So enter. So it is not converting. So for packing, the valuation class is B20. So if you see here, the B20 has come, B10 has gone. So I'll click on USD and Euro. You will get these values and say enter. Enter. Do you want to save your data? Say yes. Okay. See, cost estimate is also not available when you are selecting this moving average, right? So it's, this is done. Availability check is KP. Say okay. Save. Now I have created 4 materials. How do I check what all materials I have created? Go to MM60, MM60, select the plant. So our plant here is BB10. Okay, and execute it. Okay, so if you see this test, I had created it yesterday. That's when I faced some errors. But you see all the prices are maintained, right? The price maintained in 002, I want to change it. It will not be 400. In fact, I don't want to give any price because this is moving average. So for moving average, I don't want to set any price. So what I will do, I want to change the price. So I'll go back to MM02 to change the material MM02. I will select the material BB10 RM002. So enter. So I don't want to enter all these things. Only in accounting tab I am going to change it. So I will deselect these things. Why did all of these get selected? It got selected because after selection I clicked on default setting. So by default all those views will get selected. So in BB10 price determination is 2 and this is 4, but I don't want to maintain any price. So I'll change it. So click on this one, click on this one, say enter, say enter, say enter, and then save. So the price now is maintained as 0. Go back to MM60 and check what is the price maintained. So I don't want to give any specific material. I want to select for all materials in this plant. All materials. Now check BBRM2. Now the price here is not updated, right? The price is still showing as 400, but you have changed the material price in RM002. Let me just check. Okay, deselect it. Okay. Okay, remove MRP2. Okay, let's see. So you can see here the price per unit is now showing as 400. Even this has to get changed. So I'll go to MM02. Okay, select all these things, remove these ones. These are not required because I am going to maintain only accounting view. So remove this and say enter and enter. So see, price per unit I am unable to change because the first time it got changed, so it is reflecting the same one. So your MM60 is picking the values from here, right? And let me go down, scroll down, 0, right, per unit price. If I go to costing 1 or costing 2, let me go to costing 2. So here the moving average price is already set as 400, but it has no meaning in moving average price because based on the price that I am purchasing every lot, the price of the inventory gets changed. So this 400 has no relevance. Let me try another setting whether I am able to change it. I believe it is mmr1. Create, this is mmr1 is material, mr21. Let me select mr21. Okay, I can change the price change. Let me just check whether I can change the price of this particular material with effect from 1.8.2024. Company code is B100. Okay, now I have B10, BB10, RM002. Okay, so if you see a new price value, don't give anything in valuation price. Look at the new price here, valuation price. Here, what is that? New price per unit. It is a per unit price I want to change. I'll just mention here as 0, right? I'll mention it as 0. Similarly, I'll go to USD currency. So 0 is not allowed. So I will give 1. So I'm just giving 1. So group currency, it will not be 1. If you divide 1 by 1, it will be 0.011 or something, 0.011. Enter, enter, enter. So 0.01, it is not taking 0.011. So I'll just update, let's say 1. So I'll remove the price of standard price. Okay, say enter. In euro, I'll remove the price of 4.44. Per unit price I have given it as 1, which is also wrong, right? Which is also wrong. So just save. Okay, let us see if the per unit price gets changed. Okay, slash n mm01. I have not tried it before, and even if I have tried, I don't recollect it, so bear with me for that. So I have selected mm. Give me 1 second. So I did a mistake. I should go for mm02, this particular material. Okay, all these views have to get deselected. Okay, MRP1 and MRP2, general plant data storage, and all these things have got changed. I enter the plant and go here. So you can now see the per unit price is still remaining as 400. I am unable to change this, but I have changed the associated per unit price in group currency and hard currency. Let me try it once again, just one last time. MR21, right? MR21 to update the price. Let me just check if I can change the price. Okay, so here I will give RM02. Okay, so here can I give 0? No, it takes 1. The current price it takes. See, current valuation is 4. I wanted to change it to 1. Let's say I'll put it as 1 rupee, because company code currency is 1 rupee. Let's just say if it is getting changed. Save. If it gets changed, it is really good. The future price we are able to change it. So deselect everything. Click this button, you can deselect everything. I am only interested in accounting 1 tab. So click here, select your plant and say OK. So now the per unit price is also changed. It is just 1 rupee, and this also I wanted it to be 0. I can make it. So now that this is changed, let's see what is MM60 reflecting. Go to MM60. Okay, run for all your materials in this plant, execute it. You execute it, see it is changed. So it was a mistake. I should give at least 1 rupee, which I have given. Right, done. Now I have to create, I have created a packing material, right? There is a packing material, so there is a raw material 1. For this BB10 RM, I have not changed the description, you see. So again I have to go to MM02 and change the description to avoid the confusion. Go to MM02, raw material 02, say enter. Okay, say enter, say enter, and here it is description. I have to change it to 2. Okay, so I did not change the description, so I'll just change the description and save. Go to RM003. So I have to change the description, say OK, and then change the raw material description to 3. So do it FTR the first time right. I did a mistake, so I have to go back and rectify using mm02. Save. Now the descriptions are changed. Now let me create new material using mm01. Where is mm01? Yeah, I'll create a semi-finished good. Okay, so BB10, it is not so let's see it here. It is SFG00. Yeah, so this plant I will change it to BB10. BB, it's not accepting. So let me write everything BB10 underscore SFG underscore 001. Okay, this is mechanical. The material type is halb. Okay, the material type is halb. I will not select any of these copy as material. Just say enter. Okay, here you may not purchase this, so don't select it because we are going to manufacture it in house. I'm not going to buy this SFG, right? So but select MRP3 and MRP4 tab. I may sell it. When I sell it, I will come back and maintain the sales organization data. I can do it now, but I don't want to do it, right? Then come, I'm not going to purchase it either. So then work scheduling has to be maintained for any material which you are producing. So you will maintain a work scheduling, then plant storage data, and then rest of these four tabs. Work scheduling is important. Do not forget it. Say okay. So let me see, is it in halb? Yeah, it is in halb. And I did tell you material is always created in reference to a plant. So plant is entered. Say okay. Now I'll copy this description. Okay. Then say standard price, which is 3S. I'll maintain it as 3S. Okay, unit of measurement is E, material group is B100. If you have more than one material group, you can do that. Division is K1. You can select K2 also. Okay, if you have an old material number coming from legacy system for this material, you can enter it here. External material group, if you want to give, you can give it here. So gross weight, if you want to give here, you can give it here. I'll say gross weight is 0.950 and net weight is 0.910, and both of these are in kg. Okay, let's say okay. Then basic data 2, when I click enter, it comes to basic data 2. I do not enter any information here, skip it. Purchasing is not selected, directly comes to MRP1 view. Okay, so again it is saying purchasing group. I'll not select anything here. MRP type is ND, lot size is EX. Okay, now MRP controller you have. So if you search here, you will get MRP controller is 001. Then minimum lot size, nothing is required. MRP group, I don't know if I have created an MRP group. No. So this is fine. Purchasing group, material status is something that I can ready to use. It's not a design material, so it's not an obsolete material. Say okay, right? So backflash, I'm not giving now. Are you doing in-house production? Yes. See, procurement type is X. What does X mean? That you can buy externally as well as produce internally. No, I will say it is E. That means it is only produced in-house. It is not even purchased. So the system will not allow to raise a purchase order for this material. Why? Because I have said this is always produced internally. And backflash production storage location. So BB10 itself is a storage location. I have created a something called BB10. There is something called BB11 also. Okay, in-house production, safety, stock. Do you want to maintain anything else? Nothing. This is not a co-product. Okay, strategy group is make to stock. So I'll just say 10. 10 is make to stock. So I'll go to MRP3 and show you. It is make to stock production. Alright, planning material availability check is KP, done. And now enter. So here you need to maintain the production version, which you are not going to do now. Alright, we will create production version. Means does it have a quantity structure? If it has quantity structure, give the details of bill of material as well as routing, which I am not doing now. Say okay. Okay, and now I will say here production supervisor is must and should in work scheduling. So production supervisor for BB10 is B10. So production supervisor is done. Is there anything else here? Nothing. So in plant data storage 1, do you want to give any conditions like storage conditions, etc.? No. There is no profit center reference here. So here in once you enter plant data storage 2, you will have to give the profit center BB10 PC01, enter. Then accounting, so I am giving an estimate, but this estimate will also, let's say give the valuation class. Valuation class will be B30 for semi-finished goods, right? And I'm giving it as 3. And yes, I'm not giving any standard price because we are going to run the standard estimate when and then it gets populated. So click enter. So it will give you prices have been recalculated, but nothing has got recalculated. Say okay twice. Then you come to this screen, costing. In costing, you definitely will have to apply origin group is not there, overhead group. We have created B100 as the BOVH as the overhead group. I have not created the variance key. Variance key is also mandatory. Once we create the variance key, we will come back and populate this particular information. Say enter and click save. That's all. So this is saved. Do you want to save your data? Yes. That's all. Now SFG is done. Now we will make a FG. For FG, what is the so I can choose this BB10. So let's say BB10. I will use the reference BB10 SFG 001. Okay, but the material type is FERT. For finished goods, the material type is FERT. So I select FERT. I told you whenever you create material, make sure that you are creating it with a material type. Okay, it is mandatory. Select the appropriate material type because we are going to produce this internally. So it is, I am selecting MRP 3 and 4 view also. Okay, and I have to select work scheduling also. Say okay. Same plant and storage location. Now this is, it's not SB10, it is BB10, and this FG has to be removed, S has to be removed. So you got FG, and then that's it. So you can say this is 1.1 kg, 1.1 kg, and 1.05 is the net weight. 1.050 is the net weight. Okay, say enter, give material group and then other specifications. Basic data 2, I do not do anything, and EA B100, which is fine. Okay, here it is important, MRP type is important, ND, not CN, ND. Lot size is EX. I have MRP controller, I have given it there 001. That's it. Lot size is there. Say okay. Special procurement, make to stock production. No, this is special procurement. Don't give anything here. In-house production, safety stock. Production storage location is BB10. Once I produce, I will keep it here BB10. Say okay. And strategy group is make to stock, right? 10. Okay. In MRP2, let me see what is the procurement type. Here again it has given as X. I will give it that this is always produced in-house, so E. So I went to MRP2 and changed it to E, right? In-house production, calendar, storage location, that's okay. MRP3 is done. Availability check is KP. That's it. Go to MRP4. We will maintain the production version after we do the bill of material and routing. Now come back here, give the production supervisor. It is mandatory to give production supervisor B10. Okay, location is done. Say okay. Storage bin, temperature conditions, I'm not giving anything. Go to plant data storage 2. Here you have to maintain the profit center. I'll give the profit center. The rest of the other information may also be important, but may not be for us. But for the plant head, this may be important, right? Volume, dimension, etc. might be important because based on volume, the packing boxes are determined. So now, did I maintain work scheduling? Click the icon here and go to work scheduling, back to work scheduling. See here, I have by mistake, I have not selected work scheduling. So it will not allow me to do production without a work scheduling. So I'll have to again recreate it. I'll show it to you how to do that one. Good that we have this, we missed it. So I'll show you how to do that. So valuation class for finished good is B40. Okay. Again, price determination is 3 and the standard price S. I'm not going to maintain any price. Okay, click enter 4 times so it will escape from that screen. So material origin I need. Okay, and origin group I need, not origin group. I'll give material overhead group is BOBH. Variance key I'll come back and assign. Say okay. Okay, say okay, save, done. Now by mistake I have not maintained work scheduling. So if I want to again change it, I have not created that particular view. So I'll have to go to MM01 once again, select that particular material FG, okay, remove the reference, say enter, BB10FG, mechanical FERT, say enter. Now if you select all these tabs which you have already created, it will not allow you. So deselect everything. I just need the work scheduling. So select the work scheduling because this was the only view which I did not create for this material. Select the plant, maintain material already is maintained. So then I'll have to go to MM02 and maintain. So now go to MM02, say OK, say OK, deselect everything. Only work scheduling I have to maintain, say OK. For the plant, oh, I have already maintained. So that's the reason it was saying. I have already maintained the work scheduling, so no issues. Say okay. Now let's say sales view. If I want to change it, it will not allow because I have never created the sales view. See here, only those views which you have selected at the time of creation plus few other default will come in. Rest of them will not come in. Okay, that's all. With this, we have completed the creation of material slash n mm 60. Check all the materials created in this particular plant. Say OK. Say execute. Okay. Look at it. So all these materials are all created. Okay. Now I can try to replicate the error which I got yesterday. So in a different plant BB10. Okay. I will try to create a material in BB10 and show it to you. Okay, then you will face the error, then you will know how to fix the error. So it is BB10 SFRM test I have created. So let's say BB10. So BB10 RM test. This is the material I have created, right? So what I will do, I'll copy this as a reference. Okay, but I will now create something called BB20 test. Okay, 20 underscore rm underscore test. Okay, now this is a raw material, so I have to give roh. Okay, I'm just creating a raw material test material, basic data, mrp1, all these tabs are okay. Now when I do this, I have to select the plant. BB10 got selected because I entered this value and clicked use default setting, right? So I have to now change it. BB20 is the plant, BB20 is the storage location, say enter. So all these parameters are okay. I'm not going to disturb them. Okay, in purchasing I will enter B20 as the purchasing group, B20. Say okay. Okay, and MRP type is ND. Okay, say enter. Okay, I'm not giving any parameters in MRP2. Plant data storage 1, I'm not giving any parameters. Here I have to give the profit center as BB20. I don't know whether I have created profit center. BB20 have I given? No. Yeah, BB20 has a profit center. So BB20 PC01 I will give the profit center. Say okay. Now accounting view, I will maintain the standard price as again 400 itself. Let's say I'll maintain it as 400. Say okay, valuation class has to be entered. So valuation class, I can use the same valuation class for raw materials B10. So it's done. Costing, material origin, do not cost this material. Enter, enter, save. The field availability check is defined. So what I will do, I'll go here, click availability check, say KP. When I save, it should give me the error. Oh, it's not giving me the error, which means it's getting created, so which is fine. So I don't have to redo the error. The error is sorted because cost component structure is maintained at company code level. So that is done. So the FCML help has that program got activated and it rectified for everything that for our configurations. Let me go to the PowerPoint. Okay, let me go to the PowerPoint. So we have created all these materials. So we have seen the material master, right? We saw different views, how different attributes are being maintained in different views. Then we have seen how we have created these materials for our scenario. I have shown you the demo. We will be covering all these scenarios in two different parts. I will be covering, right? The first part will be for the basic till the product costing and simultaneous connect costing. I will be covering the actual costing and the all the specific advanced scenarios will be covered. Let's say I'll color it in the different color. These will be covered in a different session. ML run. So let me do it in a different color. Let's say this. Okay, this will be part of part two. Okay, even this will be part of part two. So those of you who have mandatory learning hours and you want short duration courses, you can make use of the shorter version. Those who want to do the advanced scenarios and in excel in your professional career can take the advanced scenarios also. Once you do these scenarios, I am very confident, do it multiple times, right? Do it multiple times. Okay, if you are facing error, try to debug the program. If you don't know, catch hold of an error, debug the program, see how to fix the errors. Okay, do not bypass the error, go to some other company code again, redo. Don't do that. So if you are facing the error, try to understand what are the issues, why you facing the issues. Only then you will concrete your learning, you will understand the subject a little bit more thoroughly. So thank you very much for your time. Please do practice. Without practicing, these concepts will not get ingrained. Even for me, when I skip for 2 months, okay, looking at these screens, I tend to forget, right? Even after so much of experience, right? I might have to struggle for some of this, like OKKN. I know, I don't know OKKI, what is a T code for, right? And only when I get into the transaction, like realize OPJ8, OPL4. So all these things, even I need to recheck. So don't give a gap. Keep practicing until you excel in this and your professional career shines. Thank you very much. Okay, happy learning.